Hello.
Hello.
It is TLC.
Oh, we're at 6:30 tonight.
Oh, yes, right.
I thought we'd try something different.
7 was feeling a little bit late.
Yeah.
And we want to give you the best of us. I keep forgetting where the camera is. It's over there. All right. What are we talking about today?
Well, just that there are still changes and then not changes, and changes that were talked about and then they were removed, and just how did everybody cope with that over the long weekend especially? And oh yeah, even we had a bit of a revelation.
We did?
I thought so. Kind of like looking for something we wanted to do individually, but it was still the struggle of
Leanne.
hi. It was still the struggle of and the frustration of still being told you can't do stuff. So
Yes. Hey, Yasmin.
yeah, so how are you folks dealing with the
Hello, Dean.
being told you can and then you can't, and the different levels of severity, and even in your household? Some folks are really still seriously like, don't come near me kind of thing, and some that are kind of more relaxed.
Yeah, so how much? Aw, we love you too, Leanne. You two haven't met yet. We'll have to meet you up. However you say that. So how do you manage when there's conflict in the home about the reopening of everything? I was on an interview this morning with the Women's Show here in Calgary, and Alyssa was asking me some great questions about that.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck do you do when, like, say you were like, oh my God, open everything. And like I said today, you're asking about whether we should take in our personal shopping bags. And I flippantly replied, well, you know what? I'm kind of to the point where let's just find out who has COVID and we'll go and kiss them and just get it over with. Lo and behold, our neighbor tells us about a young girl who died 2 weeks ago from COVID. So really kind of straighten my head around again. So anyway, I digress. What do you do when there's differing opinions in your home with your friends? Well, bottom line, be kind and respect that everybody does have differing opinions. You're not going to have the same political view. You're not going to have the same, parenting view, all of that. So why is this any different? Allow the expression of opinion, and maybe be curious and ask them, well, how did you get to that? Why is it that you're so passionate about that restaurant should be open all over the place right now? Or whatever it is.
Yeah. And I think it's also really important to certainly not make fun of or bully or, it's just to be really kind. I love how you explained it earlier too, that, a response could be, well, the government is telling me I can't, you have to wear a mask. Well, how about there was another version? Right?
Right. So for the people who are out there fully masked up, fully nervous about the reopening, that are scared about the reopening, heck, some schools are reopening. And we know little kids are just a manifestation of germs. What about those people that truly are fearful? They have immune compromised at home. And bottom line, respect the humanity in people.
Yeah.
There's a chance that there's maybe a story behind their mask, a story behind their fear. And also what I spoke about this morning is, what if, love the hearts, what if you're the one who's scared? What if when you're out there, you just simply say, you know what? I'm really nervous about this. I'm scared of getting COVID. I'm scared of transmitting it. Whatever your fear is, what if you actually speak to it? Because that would absolutely invite my heart if I heard that, versus what you're just saying. Well, the regulations are this.
Yeah.
Bring the humanity back into our interactions. It's okay to be like, wow, I really don't know about this right now. Or I really have conflicting views about it. Hey?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a story behind everything. Absolutely. In what you were just saying, behind the mask. I love how how you said it like that. Heck, I was just in Superstore, and you know, it's really interesting how even though folks are behind masks, or maybe you're not with a mask, we're forgetting to smile and just be nice and thank people, you know, for moving to the side. Thanks. I just kept doing that. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, just 1 second. Let me get, you know, let's just get some conversation going, and that, yeah, it's all awkward. Everybody's having a tough go. Yeah, it's just sort of the...
You know, I love what you're saying. That's kind of prompted me to remember at the beginning of all of this, there was this unity that happened, like this coming together of like, what are we all facing? And kind of, it reminds me of like a really big snowstorm and it shuts everything down. There's a sense of community. Well, when COVID happened, everybody was, you know, looking after each other. It seemed to be a lot more unity happening. And you know what was going on then, I think, was we were talking. We were sharing about, wow, this is scary. Wow, I don't know what this is going to look like. Well, we still don't know what it's going to look like. Our economy is scary. So why don't we just talk about that?
Yeah.
And bring the kindness back and say, you know what? Hey, I'm still respecting the 6 foot thing. Kind of got to get to the cottage cheese over there. Why did I choose cottage cheese?
I don't know. I
don't
didn't
eat
buy
cottage
any. Was I supposed to get some?
And just ask and just, you know, get back to being kind and sweet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Sue. And it felt like we were all in it together. And so what can we all do? Everybody who's watching right now, what's something you can do? And I'm thinking of it too, that can bring back that essence, that can, you know, in your next interaction out there, or maybe as you're trying to figure out, are you going to be able to plan the event or go on a trip? Talk it out, speak it out with somebody.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks, Leanne.
Yeah.
Mwah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Debbie, woohoo! Bike riding. There was something else that we hit this morning. Oh, anxieties, y'all.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
So especially as we're heading into, okay, so here in Calgary, right? We just had the most amazing May long weekend ever. No snow.
Yeah. Didn't
no
rain.
hail.
It's just not
and
warm.
We couldn't do anything, right? So when we're facing these powerless moments, we can't plan a trip yet. You know, I can't plan to be on a stage yet. Things are just not quite going. There's this limbo, uncertainty, and in that is often a sense of powerlessness. When we can actually identify the powerless feeling, because it's often kind of suppressed down, women especially, we'll tend to sadness over anger. You're pretty good with anger. You'll get into it, which is awesome.
I can get that.
So allow that anger to roll about feeling powerless, and then, you know, express it. Allow someone to be like, you know what? I'm pissed about this right now. I just got to say it. Punch a pillow, whatever it is, yell it out, be responsible with your expression. But once you're able to identify and be aware of that powerless feeling, then it'll pass through. And that's where you can get into a state of noticing, what do you actually have control over?
Right.
And so kind of pulling back your power or owning your power again. So that's the one thing. And the second piece is, if you or somebody you know experiences high anxiety, and as things are changing and maybe it feels like it's opening too fast for you or someone you know, please try this anxiety buster. And it is, in the moment, as soon as you notice that you're feeling anxious, scan your environment. So you want to engage all of your senses. You're going to scan the environment. Notice what your eyes find attractive or beautiful.
Oh.
So let them scan and settle on something. Next, as you're looking at the thing, you're going to hear. You're going to notice, what can you hear right now that you didn't hear before? Maybe it's a fan, maybe it's a car, a bird. And then allow yourself to feel the temperature on your skin at At the same time, now you're noticing the temperature of your skin. You're feeling the pressure of the seat underneath you on your back. Notice what you smell. And hopefully if you've been doing this with us, you might know. Have you been doing it?
No, not really.
If you've been doing it, you'll notice there's a settling, right? So when you engage your senses, it brings you present, and then that will allow your parasympathetic nervous system to kick in a bit, and you'll feel a sense of settling. It's an amazing anxiety buster. It takes a lot of energy if you're in a full state of anxiety, but it also gives you something to do. And that's what our brains need when we're spinning in those moments. So give yourself something to do. 5 senses. You can even do taste. What do you taste in your mouth right now? It takes about 30 seconds, and it'll change your state pretty well. Can you click on Sue? Now we're all getting pissed off and want to get back to a normal routine. Amen, sister.
Yeah.
We've started to forget the in it together kindness already.
It's true.
Thank you for saying that. So you know what? Be crabby. Allow yourself to fully express the pissed offness. Right? When we're just kind of touch the pissed offness and we touch the crabby, like I'm terrible at this. I'm like, I'm crabby. And I would walk around saying I'm crabby. And instead of letting myself actually fully be crabby, which you are amazing at, she can have a full-on tantrum and it's done.
Yeah.
Like yesterday with the life jacket.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then to find out that the reservoir may not be opening until the end of summer. So that was ridiculous. And then we took me to the river and I went down the bow, but I forgot my life jacket, which was like half an hour drive back and forward. But then I was done.
And it didn't sound like that at all. It was some F-bombs and like, And she allowed full expression and moved through it. So girlfriends and dude friends, if you're feeling crabby, let yourself have a full expression of the crabbiness in a responsible way. Don't take it out on someone. Let them know I'm pissed about this. People can understand it. Go beat up a teddy bear. Go for a run. Give a yell into a cushion. And it's remarkable how it will pass. And then you can move on.
Yeah.
Or all be crabby together. At least if you're acknowledging that you're crabby, it's amazing. Gosh, that was the one thing with my old relationship. Holy Hannah. The crabbiness that wasn't accountable resulted in everybody else feeling like they were walking on eggshells. And everybody, I think, can relate with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, most of us have someone in our lives that we have had that they're crabby. Maybe they don't even identify necessarily they're crabby as to why. It doesn't matter. Just say, damn, I'm crabby right now. I'm feeling cranky. I'm pissed. Everybody can be like, okay, that's your thing. That's your jam. Good luck with that.
And when you've done that, I don't have to fix it. You're just in it.
That's true, yeah. And then you
I
just
carry on and do my thing, and you're doing that, and you come out of it. You do come out of it eventually.
I do, just not as fast as you, because I tend to like to stir and stew, and I go deeper. I'm like going down to the bottom of the pit here.
I don't think I can send you a lifeline. I can try and fish you out.
You're so amazing with it. Yeah. So anyway, what's our takeaway?
Yeah.
Takeaway is bring the humanity back.
Yeah.
Let's all remember we're all in this together. Yeah, a lot of us are getting crabby, so just own it. Like, dang, it sucks.
Yeah.
A lot of things are limited. Notice the sense of powerlessness. And once you start acknowledging those, you'll feel a little bit more empowered.
Exactly. And I think it's really important to remember that we don't know what's happening for individuals. We don't know why they're reacting the way they are. Just be kind. Just you'd like it in the reverse, right? You want people to be kind to you. Sometimes just even a smile or a hope you're having a good day can help. Can make all the difference.
Totally. All right, so we hope you're having a good day.
We do. Thanks for watching.
Yes, thanks for the hearts and the little hearts and all that.
That's awesome.
If you found that this is helpful, please share it. You never know who in your network needs to hear that, especially the anxiety piece about getting present. Be grateful for what you have. There are so many people who are really, amen,
You are
Leanne.
absolutely right.
You know, it
Thank
can
you.
feel like we're at the bottom of the pit at times, and yet there's somebody that's deeper, right?
Yes, most definitely.
And I love what you're saying, the gratitude. When we express gratitude, it shifts our mind. There's a lot of science for that. All right. Love to you. Love you, Leanne. Mwah, miss you. Okay. Bye, everyone. We'll
Thanks,
be back
everybody.
tomorrow at
6:30?
6:30 or 7. You let us know.
All
All right.
right on.
Mwah.
Bye.